dorsal projection and then a lateral, so just two projections, but we have a very steep angle. We have a 40-degree angle on the first x-ray. Now in here, we're going to collimate so tightly that we're not going to put our marker on. Sometimes you do both calcaneuses. Sometimes you do them both. Not bilateral, but you would do the right first, and then you do the left. So if you ever do that, if they're both ordered, then make sure you put your marker on them. But since only one has been ordered, we're going to collimate so tight that we're just going to rely on our electronic marker. We're not going to have our marker on this one because our collimation will be so tight. And when you are doing your calcaneus, tight collimation is very, very important. So to me, that's appropriate. All right. That's for later. All right, but we're going to have a very steep 40-degree, angle this way. So the best thing to do to maintain your 40 inches is CD, and the best way to do it is open up and collimate you and bring your distance down to either 33, 32, or 31. But we're going to go 31. And now we're going to put a 40-degree collar angle, so we can take it all the way to 45. That's 3 slash marks. And then back it off. So, yeah, I think that's our 40-degree angle. Move the tube down to the end. And then leave your tube alone. Just move your table. If you start moving the tube, you're going to end up with closer than 40 inches SID. But if you leave your tube alone, you're going to be in the neighborhood. You might be 41 inches, you might be 42, you might be 39 and a half, but you're in the neighborhood of where you should be. All right, and when you're doing this, your patient is not wanting to, maintain that position. So you don't want to be measuring and readjusting. You don't want to be doing that. Okay, now let's extend your leg all the way down. And the heel needs to go down here in the neighborhood to be thrown back towards the middle. All right, now let's dorsiflex you. All right, and plantar surface perpendicular. Now you can do it without holding this.
Oh, yeah.
But for our comp, we are going to do this. So sorry about that. Piper, can you?
Okay.
You know what? Let's make this longer. You can relax. How can we make this longer so that you can reach easier? Something happened here.
Have people been messing with your stuff all up?
Yeah, I think so. Here we go. All right, let's get that. Yep. So plantar surface perpendicular to the image receptor, and if your patient doesn't need this, there's no need to get it to them. All right, so I like that. And then make sure there's no rotation on that calcaneus, and you see there's slight external rotation. So we're going to take it off. So take that off. And then find the tuberosity of the fifth metatarsal. It's right there. If you roll your finger down the side of the foot, you're right there. That's the tuberosity of the fifth metatarsal. Now the centroid is to the base of the third metatarsal. But you're going to use this. Your thumb is here, and you're just going to be in the middle. And then we're going to turn on our light and position. All right, I like that. No rotation, plantar surface perpendicular, and now start collimating, and you need equal light on both sides. And let's turn on our light just a little. Yeah, just a little. There we go. All right. Yep, I got this shadow over here. I'm just going to throw it over this way. Oh no, we're fine. Now that I come up here, I can see it better. All right, that is our projection. Axial plantar dorsal projection, straight entering base of the third metatarsal. Plantar surface perpendicular. No rotation on the calcaneus. We are good to go, and we collimated so tight. Now let's go ahead and let's just remove your foot and measure. Yeah, let's remove your foot. Now you have to measure to this right here, right? You have to measure to the center ray. So we are at 40.5 inches. So, I mean, close. So I took it down to 31. Yeah. So, I mean, sometimes you're at 41 inches, sometimes you're at 39.5, but you're always going to be in the neighborhood of 40. So, and if you start moving the tube around, then you're going to end up way closer than 40 inches. But this works. All right. Now our lateral. Back up to 40 inches SID. Okay. All right, and now is this, you know, we've done a lateral foot now, so this is almost the same thing. Let's roll you towards me. Let's roll this, yep, this dorsiflex your foot. All right, and I'm just gonna make sure that tibia, you know, and edgecassette are parallel. Central ray, and you can, if your patient needs a sponge, you would give a sponge. Central ray is 1 inch below the medial malleolus. So here's the medial malleolus. Go to the highest point of it. Go directly 1 inch down. And then, I'm not there. Oops. All right, now we need the tuberosity of the fifth metatarsal, and I believe that we have it right there. You know, I know that I got the tuberosity of the fifth metatarsal on there. I don't like that I have that much light behind the heel, but that's just how your malleolus, that's just how it is. And I don't have room for the marker, so we are good to go. Now I have light to the top of the medial malleolus. That means I know I have my ankle joint on. And she's got good dorsiflexion. She's not, heel is down, so she's not over rotated at all. So we're good to go. So that is our lateral calcaneus. Once again, we need the dorsiflexion, we need the heel down, and the center ray 1 inch below the medial malleolus, but make sure you have a light just to the top of it. All right, so that because we need the tibial talar joint down. Okay, that is it. Now let's go ahead and